this video is going to be covering basic navigational kind of tricks and tips, I guess is the best way to categorize it. And really, I'm just showing you how to get around the return pretty quick and access information that you may not otherwise be looking for. So first thing over here, we got our on the left, we've got our forms finder. This is amazing. Allows us to search for anything that we want. Allows us to type in words, allows us to type in numbers, so you don't have to kind of bounce between your form numbers and your word description. So if you're not 100% certain, you can really go by form descriptions and kind of back your way into it. Forms completed. This is a quick way to access forms we've already have attached to the return. So, I need to get back to my 2441. Click forms completed, bam, rather than going back up to one of the menu items and jumping back over there. Makes it real easy for you to get there. Other thing to notice, you always have your client status with you. You always have your appointment calendar with you. So even if you're in a return, you can still check on somebody's client status, check on an appointment. You can make notes and you can make them pop up when you are in and when you are exiting. So when you enter a return and when you exit a return, you can have these pop up in front of your preparers and basically just be right in their face. So that's a very good thing. Also, if you wanted to access the bank estimate, so you do a bank product or you're in a return and you're curious, what are our fees looking like at this point? So whether they're calculated fees or you just put them in, you can click on this federal return type, and there you go. What's our total breakout, estimated refund check amount? Because here's our tax preparation fee. We're taking $2,000. All right, obviously a ridiculous scenario, but you can go ahead and just pop those in. If you needed to go back and access, oh crud, I mistyped this, Social Security number for this dependent, you can just jump back in there and it takes you right back. So the information on the 1040 is active content. It allows you to go ahead and it will link you there. You don't change it from here. You still go back to the menu item and change it, but it will take you back to that point and get you to where you can. On the left hand or on the right hand side, these again are form links that will take you directly to the section where you would do that entry. So if I go into line 7 and I need to add a new W-2, just click new right there. If it's anything else that goes to the line 7, it's under other. So you've got your scholarships, prisoner, your household employee income. Now this is both for the taxpayer and the spouse because this is a joint return. In here also is your W-2 barcode scanning. So if you had a barcode enabled W-2 and you got your scanner handy, you can just click in there, beep, 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 pop 5 or 10 of them in at a time, and that would be great. The adoption of that barcode and the 2D barcode scanning has been much slower than we had hoped. We were hoping that it would have been much more advanced than that, but it's not. So if you also up here, you can see your refund amount, federal refund, state refund. If you had multiple states here, you could bounce into those states and you can bounce between the refund amount that's calculated on those states just by clicking on the drop down. So if I had 5 states here and I wanted to know what's the refund for this one, you would just click up here, bam, and it would change what's displaying up here for you. Okay, we have our send text message. If you got that set up, you are in love with it, obviously. And what other navigational tips did I want to really show you? If your screen is cut off, so if you're not seeing everything that's there and you have this backed out to where it's as large as you can read it, just another trick and tip is actually a more so a program related one. Go back to your home screen, right click, go to your graphic options. This is Windows 10. No, it's under graphics properties. And make sure that your aspect ratio, maybe it's under display settings, under display settings, make sure that it's set up to where yours is, and this is different than I'm used to, but that it's showing you the correct size of the text and that it's optimized. It's at the optimal settings, or else it can look a little funky, and I promise you The program looks just like it does on my screen. It's beautiful. Diagnostic warnings. This will tell you if you got anything missing that or anything that you need to be aware of. Even it will tell you if this returns of high probability to be audited. It'll tell you basically you haven't done your due diligence, you got no notes in here, or hopefully you've done them outside of the return. And that's really what we wanted to show, is just kind of how to get around the return, a form finder, and if there's anything else that you haven't seen or you've got a suggestion for us to do on some training material, please get those submitted over, and we'll be happy to shoot an in-depth video either for you, or if it's applicable to the entire group, we'll push it out. Thanks so much. Hopefully this was helpful. All the best.